Hello, my name is Bailey, and I'll be talking to you about Juul's advertising practices. Using the Potterbox, I will be arguing that it was unethical for Juul Labs to advertise their products to adolescents. Starting with the definition, Juul Labs is an e-cigarette company that was launched in 2015, and they were recently sued by 6 states in the District of Columbia for advertising their products to minors and allegedly contributing to the youth vaping epidemic. In fact, after Juul was launched in 2015, teen use of e-cigarettes rose to such high levels that the FDA declared a vaping epidemic among teens. For some quick facts, e-cigarettes are the most commonly used tobacco product among middle and high school students in the U.S., with 1.63 million students currently using them, according to the CDC. From 2015 to 2018, Juul ran advertising campaigns that targeted adolescents. Their launch campaign was called Vaporized, which featured youthful models in bright colors. They had social media influencers such as Bella Hadid promote their products, and they actually sent their products to Bella when she was only 19. They created social media hashtags, and their ads often featured young people juuling. They also purchased ad space on Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and 17 magazine, and they promoted sweet and fruity flavors that appealed to younger audiences. Here are some ad examples from their Vaporize campaign, and as you can see, they used a lot of bright colors and geometric shapes, and the models that are featured are also young, and they're wearing clothing that typically teenagers or young adults would wear, and the ad design is very intentionally geared to a younger audience. Here are some more ad examples from Juul that use the same marketing tactics. For values, like any company, Juul developed their ad campaign with growth and profit in mind, but they also should have valued honesty, compliance, protection, and human interest. While they wanted to promote their products and get consumers talking about them, they also should have considered being honest and truthful about the nicotine content of their products, complying with FDA regulations, protecting adolescents, and considering the needs of consumers. For the 2 ethical principles, I chose egoism and utilitarianism. And egoism emphasizes the best personal outcome for the individual, and this aligns with Juul's values of self-interest, personal gain, profit, and growth. And in this situation, Juul valued their own success and prioritized their profit margin and growth and didn't consider their obligation to other human beings. And for the second principle, utilitarianism, this challenges Juul to consider what is best for everyone and their obligation to do what is right for the greater good. But advertising their products to adolescents does not increase the well-being or happiness of everyone collectively, which makes the action unethical. In this instance, the good doesn't outweigh the potential harm, as Juul is the only entity that receives any benefit. They also risk damaging their reputation, losing trust and credibility, and negatively affecting the lives of adolescents. As for loyalties, Juul was loyal to themselves and their organization for profit and growth purposes, but they also have an obligation toward their profession, as the action they take impacts other employees and their colleagues within the company. They must also consider adolescents as the client and consider how public perception of the brand will be impacted. The most ethical action for Juul would have been to only market their products to consumers 21 and older, to have been transparent about the nicotine content in products, to not depict people who were underage in their ads, to only place ads in spaces intended for mature audiences, to only partner with influencers who are 21 and older, to ensure their advertising messages and company mission are aligned. With Juul's goal being to provide adult smokers with an alternative to combustible cigarettes, they should only market their products to adult smokers. In previous campaigns, they didn't use advertising tactics that aligned with their mission. Juul's actual response was to pay $462 million to settle lawsuits from 6 states and the District of Columbia, and they didn't admit to any wrongdoing in the settlement. In 2018, they also shut down all of their social media accounts except for Twitter, LinkedIn, and their YouTube channel, and they no longer engage in social media promotion. For the discussion questions, I'd like to know, if you were on Juul's marketing team at the time, how would you justify these marketing techniques? Would you continue working for a company that forced you to compromise your values? What other ethical concerns should companies consider before advertising highly addictive products like e-cigarettes? Lastly, here are my references. Thank you for listening.